Hello, welcome back to the channel. Animated Alex here. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the isometric style game that I've been making in BASIC. I've made a few changes. There were quite a few bugs in it. So if you have copied out the program, which I did share on some video somewhere, there were a few bugs on there which I've now corrected. And I'm going to show you. Also, I've done a lot of changes to level 2. So, first thing you saw at the intro there, trying to make up an intro screen still. I've decided to go with the title as The Game With No Name. Well, first thing I've done is I've made the box, the square, sorry, that we're moving. I've made it move quicker. Also, I've calibrated it so it runs parallel with the playing area. As you can see, if I move it up and down there, it's moving in line with the base, and I've done the same for the other side as well. Doing this, I had to recalibrate all of the collision points as well, because obviously I'm jumping 4 pixels at a time now, and plus 2 pixels for the X direction, because obviously I'm going diagonally, so it is moving a lot quicker. I wanted it to be quick because it was just too slow. The collision detection is working well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go let LV, which is my lives. I'm going to times 20 because I'm going to demonstrate the collision detection. So there's a tower. As you can see, collision's working. If I go and hit this one, so we've got pretty good collision. I go to the side of this one. I wanted it to make it look as if you were going around the box, but you could see the box, you could see your character through the box sort of thing, like a 3D image. Now you can see there, it's very close to that one. It will probably collide with it as I get further in, which it does. And you can see it's gone a lot greener. So I have to come out a little bit further to get past it. There. Okay, so we can now get past it, and I can dive back in. And that was the kind of look I was after. That's the best I can do with the sort of collision detection that I'm using. I know there were people in the comments, they suggested about doing a map array system, I think it's called. I'll be completely honest with you, it's something I've never done before, and I didn't want to make the program too tight with, sorry, I didn't want to make the program too overpacked. I didn't want to make it too big so that it just became a slowed down lump of mess. So, but this seems to work well. You see, I've got full collision. It's colliding. Surely that's all that matters. So if I go past this one, as you can see, I can't see no problem with that at all. I've also done it so if I go off the side of the screen, and when you restart the game, the coffee beans are reset as well. The red coffee beans. I've decided that they're coffee beans, by the way. So if I go this way as well, we've got collision there. And how I've done it is using the point command and picking out 4 pixel positions inside of the square, which will collide if I hit one of them. Well, I call them vented pillars because obviously they look like vents. But like I say, it works quite well. And that was the main thing, just to get something working and some sort of game out of this without making it too complicated on the programming front. So anyway, let's try and get to level 2. I've made level 2 now a little bit quicker. Not quicker, sorry, harder, I should say. What I was going to say, I've made the square move a bit quicker to hopefully make level 2 a bit more easier, but I haven't been able to complete it yet, and let's see if I can get in there. Also, you would have noticed that I've changed, if you did type this out, I've changed it now so if you die, lose a life, the coffee beans and the little Scion skull only start moving when I push a key again. They go back to their original positions. It's because there was a bug there. Sometimes if you went off the side of the screen or you hit a pillar and say the Scion skull was in the way, when it reset the coordinates, the plot coordinates of the main character being the square, for some reason it would take out the skull again on its way when it was resetting its coordinates. I thought, I can't have that. And it was leaving bits of square behind as well. Same thing was happening with the coffee beans, the red pills, or whatever, coffee bean, whatever. I've called them coffee beans. I don't know what to call them. I thought they looked like coffee beans. So yeah, there was quite a few bugs there that needed looking at. But overall now, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I haven't got 90 lives. It's because I didn't clear the 0. I've just basically just chuck that in there as an example, just so we can see how far we can get. So let's concentrate now. Less yap, less explaining, and let's just try and get to level 2. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to get these 2 levels working first before I even attempt at maybe making a level 3, because ideally I'd like to make 5 levels. I am worried though that it may slow it down. Hopefully it won't, with the way that I've designed the levels, because I've used a number arrays to do that, so that I don't have to keep on writing lots of draw and plot statements. It seemed to be a quicker option. There we go. So level 2 I've done in a nice shade of yellow. I think it looks quite nice. And this is hard. I have not been able to get past the skull. I'm sure it's possible, but I can't do it, and I may have to redesign the level again if I'm not able to do it, because obviously it's not going to be a very playable game. And saying that, it looks like I've just gone and done it out of pure luck that the collision detection wasn't picked up. I have noticed, oh no, I wasn't paying attention and pushed the wrong button. I have noticed as well a little bit of a cheat on this. If you keep still long enough, it doesn't pick up the collision detection with the Scion, nasty. So a little bit of a cheater's technique there, which I'm going to keep in the game. So like, if I keep still, it didn't actually hit me then. So I reckon this is possible to complete now that I've speeded it up, because before it just wasn't running fast enough and it was really slow and you just didn't have the pace to get past him. But since must remember to push the right key this time. Since I've speeded it up, this is the first time I've actually done this. So I'm quite pleased it's happening while I'm videoing it. I've just got to try now and not collide with the towers. Oh, lucky. See what I mean? If you keep still long enough. There we go. And that's as far as I've got with it, making this. So I'm thinking about maybe a level 3, a level 4, and finish it off with a level 5. That is the plan that I've got going forward. So yeah, just wanted to give you a quick update. Let's have a quick look at the code. And I was going to do a separate video to show you how to move a drawn object. So I'll leave that for a separate video. You may be able to work it out if you read the code anyway. This is what I've got so far. Like I said, there may be a few bits in there that need tweaking still. There may be a few. I have noticed a few things when I was doing it that I actually put it in twice by accident. So that's now all been removed. Hopefully I haven't missed anything now. And when you read through the code, it's not that complicated. It's fairly straightforward, to be honest. The 3 red coffee beans that you collect, they've all got their own independent ATTR collision detections. Okay, so they've basically got their own personalities, if you like. Line number 255 and 250. 250 is the collision detection for our blue Scion Nasty, and I've done the same at 255. Those are the collision points. Let's pull that down. List 255 that I was talking about that detect the pillars. So those are all the collision points that I worked out how to do it. So basically what I did to work it out is I just threw in there at line 265, I think it was, plot the XY position, and I was able to work out where to put the pixel to get some sort of collision to create a point command reference to it. So as you can see, there's not many in there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 point commands in there. And as you've just seen me playing it, it seems to work fine. And it did help speeding it up as well, because before, where it was just 1 pixel by 1 pixel, of course it was picking up lots of collision all the time, because now it's 4, it's actually jumping over the vented parts of the pillars. So you effectively you can get that effect of walking behind it. Yeah, so fairly straightforward, not really difficult at all. If I come down to the bottom of the screen, there we go. Now we're coming into the realms where the levels are being designed. So I've just done from line, I think it was line 500. No, it's no, line 600. There it is. From line 600 onwards is all my level design. And that's how I did it there at line 700. I just did it in a two-dimensional array. See, so I've got, whether I've done this correctly, I don't know, but it works. So as you can see, line 740, that's all my plot coordinates for level 1, and 750 is all the plot coordinates for level 2. So for a level 3, I just got to put another one in, you know, at line 760 and so forth for other levels, and just obviously make the adjustments as required from line 700 onwards. So that's how I did it. Yeah. And that's basically all I've got for this video. I just wanted to do a quick update on this, because it is probably, without being big-headed, one of the best games I've made so far to date in BASIC. So, whoops, pushed the wrong button. so I'm going to be big-headed and I'm going to show it off. Of course I am. Why keep it to myself? And I thought it'd be worth sharing it on the channel. And I'm going to keep the name as The Game With No Name. I think it goes well. It kind of rhymes, doesn't it? So I'm going to leave it as that. And as you can see, if I go through the back there, we get collision as well. So yeah, eventually I will put this on itch. I think someone already has. They've mentioned in Facebook that they've already typed out the code and they were quite impressed with it. And I have told them that there were some bugs. So if you're watching this, you can now go back to the listing and make the improvements. Anyway, that's enough from me, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.